Hi, it's I from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got a little book to read for you. Today's book is Scamp Learns a Lesson for 1982. So let's get started. One evening, Lady and the Chimp and their puppies were laying in front of the fire. Their people, Darlin and Jim, was sitting nearby on the sofa. Everything was quiet and peaceful, but with a puppy named Scamp in the house, things would not be quiet for long. Jim stood up and stretched. "I need some air," he said. Who want to take a walk?" Only Lady wanted to go. She ran and got her leash. "See you in a little while," said Jim. "Champ, you take care of the house." Lady tugged at her leash and led Jim outside. The puppy gathered around Champ. "Tell us a story," they begged. "Tell us about the good old days," said Scamp. "Ah, the good old days," said Champ. "That was before I settled down with your mother to raise a family. I used to run around town with my good old friend Chussie and Jack," said Champ. "We went where we pleased. We always ate at the best restaurants, the one with backdoor service. What feasts we had! The dog catcher used to chase us, but we could outsmart him any day. Only careless dogs got caught and taken to the dog pound." On sunny days, we went to the zoo and said hello to the animals there. Sometime a man gave us ice cream. We end every evening in the park singing to the moon. Ah, that was the life. Champ talked until Lady came back with Jim. "Oh, Champ," said Lady, "you've been telling your stories again. You give the children ideas." "It's time for bed, children," said Lady. "Come along now." Soon everyone was asleep, everyone except Scamp. He kept thinking about Champ's story. He wished he could run around town too. The next morning, Aunt Sarah came to take the puppies for a walk in the park. Scamp was not happy to see Aunt Sarah. Walking with Aunt Sarah was always so boring. "Good morning, Scamp," said Aunt Sarah. "How are you today?" thought Scamp. "Now hold still," said Aunt Sarah. She put a leash on Scamp's collar. Scamp scarred. Off went Aunt Sarah with the puppies. The puppy had to stay on the leash. They had to do what Aunt Sarah said. "Phooey," thought Scamp. "I want to run around town like Champ." Aunt Sarah sat down on a park bench. After a while, she dozed off. "Here's my chance," thought Scamp, and he tiptoed away. Then he raced out of the park. Scamp ran through streets after streets. He felt so happy and bold that he ran right in front of a dog catcher. "Only careless dogs got caught," said Scamp, and he raced off. Suddenly, Scamp was jerked to a stop. His leash had got caught on the fire plug. Scamp pulled and pulled on the leash. He pulled so hard that his collar popped off. Some wonderful news smell reached Scamp. "It must be the zoo," he said. He trotted across the street. No dogs were allowed in the zoo, but Scamp did not know that. He walked right in. The gatekeeper was busy and didn't see him. Scamp barked hello to the lion family. The lion roared back. Scamp barked hello to the monkeys. The monkey chattered and laughed. What fun the zoo was. No one gave Scamp any ice cream, but the elephant gave him a bath. May the animals Mind the animals are noisy today, said the gatekeeper. Then he spotted Scamp. How did that dog get in here? He wondered. Here, doggy, nice doggy, said the gatekeeper. Scamp ran happily to the man. The gatekeeper called over a policeman. This little dog is lost, the gatekeeper said, and he had no collar. Then he belongs in the dog pound, said the policeman. Give him to me. And before Scamp knew it, he was locked in the dog catcher cart. Off he went to the pound. Back home, Aunt Sarah was saying, I looked all over the park for Scamp, but I could not find him anywhere. Oh dear, said Darlin. He's such a little dog, I hope he's all right. Everyone was very worried. Where could that rascal be, said Champ. You should know, said Lady. You told him all them stories. Scamp could be anywhere, said Champ. I guess I better look for him. Champ sat up and barked loudly at Jim. You want to find Scamp, don't you? Said Jim. Let's go. Champ led the way, sniffing Scamp trail. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Champ followed his nose. Champ found Scamp collar and leash. Good boy, said Jim. You're on the right track. Scamp trail led right to the zoo. Champ was not surprised. The zoo was about to close. Wait, please, called Jim. Have you seen a little lost dog? Why, yes, said the gatekeeper. I found a cute little scamp with no collar. He's down at the dog pound right now. Thanks, said Jim. He hauled a taxi. Jim and Champ rode to the dog pound. Would they ever see Scamp again? The little puppy had no collar. Nobody knew his name and address. Anyone who wanted a pet could take him home. A brown puppy with no collar, said the clerk at the dog pound. I'll have to check the book. We have a lot of dogs in the pound today. But Champ knew Scamp was there. He could hear the puppy barking. The clerk opened the door to the dog pound, and Champ ran right into his son. He was so happy to see Scamp, and Scamp was very happy to see his father. Jim paid a fine to free Scamp. Then he took the dog home in a taxi. Look who we found, called Jim. Lady was not surprised when she heard what had happened. Oh, those stories of yours, she said to Champ. Lady gave Scamp a scholar. Jim gave Scamp a scalding too. No more running off, he said. You was very lucky this time. And he put Scamp collar back on. I hope you have learnt your lesson, said Champ. Running around town is not for little dogs. I'm sorry, said Scamp in a small voice, but he couldn't wait till he got big. So that was Scamp Learned a Lesson for 1982. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day. We have another video coming out real soon.